Good afternoon and welcome to Omnibroslive, the PB&J and Harley Quinn show. I'm your host, Omnidog from Omnidog's Vault, and on screen with me is Gabe Infinity Watch. Gabe, how's it going?
I'm pretty sure I'm doing better than Luis is going to be doing today.
Luis is off camera but already complaining.
Shut up.
That he's not pleased. I have here my burger that just came from Five Guys from the lovely Mrs. Omnidog, which I appreciate, and PB and J. So, but Lou is still off camera as he's getting dressed, and we need to do a shout out to Comic Books for Kids. They are the wonderful organization that we raised money for. They get comic book collected editions into the hands of sick children in hospitals. And we raised $550, $200 over our goal, which is awesome. So we need to shout out to Comic Book for Kids. We love you guys and we appreciate you and hope that we helped you a little bit.
Also, this show is actually because of everybody who donated to the charity event.
That is correct. So we need to thank the chat because we just mentioned it lightly in the chat and it blew up. And the people on the Omnibus Collectors Comic Swap and Community, we had donations from there. This chat, though, definitely helped punch it through. So thank you very much. Gabe's right. Thank you very much to the people who donated from the chat, from this show, and from the Omnibus Collectors Comic Swap and Community. And if I seem a little lower than normal, it's because I have to eat this with peanut butter and jelly on it. I'm really not looking forward to this.
You have no room to complain.
Yeah, I guess nobody's going to be posting my pictures eating a burger all over the place. So.
And this is going to turn into like a cross-dressing cam girl show.
This is a perfectly good Five Guys cheeseburger with onions and pickles. And I'm going to ruin it with PB&J.
Can you lower your camera a little bit?
Yeah.
See it.
Let's see if we can get a. There we go. Okay, so here we see the lovely PB&J. Well, pickles and onions. Hey, where's my onions?
Gosh.
Oh, they're on the bottom of the bun.
Oh.
Let's get a little bit better distribution on these pickles. I like Five Guys because they give you lots of pickles.
Pickle distribution does count.
Yeah. And here's the peanut butter, which is brand new. We had just run out, so Mrs. Omnidog went to 7-Eleven. This is not my normal brand. I'm more of a Skippy guy.
7-Eleven peanut butter, man. You're living dangerously.
No, it's Jib. It's okay. 7-Eleven peanut butter. Okay, so we splorching it on here, as you can see. Oops, I caught some pickles here in the PB&J. Oh, this looks vile.
Everybody needs to shut up. My shirt is awesome.
Yeah, I love your shirt. Somebody saying something against it?
Yeah, they're saying that this is the worst thing that they're going to see on the show today, as opposed to like Luis in his Harley Quinn outfit or possibly vomiting all over his Ram sweater.
I totally love your shirt.
Rocco shirt.
I love your shirt. Wait a minute.
That's about as much as you get right now.
This is kind of wrong. This feels really wrong.
That's what you wanted. You guys paid for it.
You look great, dude.
I hate this outfit.
I need to leave unexpectedly for whatever reason you guys want to come up with. I'll see you later.
I hate this outfit, man.
Whose idea was that outfit anyway?
I forgot how this came to be.
It was your idea, Luis. You were talking about it the whole time.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
It was?
Yeah.
I feel like your girlfriend might have had something to do with it too.
I think, yeah.
Because she wanted to put the makeup on you and stuff.
Right.
She's out of town.
Yeah, the reason that I don't have any makeup on is because she's out of town.
That's because you don't need any makeup, you sexy beast.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay. Luis has fulfilled his part of the bargain.
Yeah, yeah.
And now I am.
Can I just say I will never complain about cosplayers because this is like the most uncomfortable shit to wear. It's horrible. Like really just
okay, so here we go. I have some coffee to wash it down. Oh my god.
Hey, Mr. J.
There you go. Everybody gets one. We need the Harley accent. You have to call Jess Mr. J.
Oh, Jess is in control. I'm gonna see him vomit real quick.
How is it, Jess?
It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but it's still not that great. I can see how some people like peanut butter on their burgers. It tastes weird, but the jelly's just. I'm not digging the sweet and salty. I know some people like sweet and salty, but it seems like. Do I have to eat this whole thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
I have to dress in this. You got to eat the whole thing. That was part of the deal.
Right.
I'm afraid of that. One bite wasn't that bad, but I think the whole thing's going to upset my stomach. Oh, well, PB&J burger for comic books for kids.
Ew. Yeah, man, think about the kids.
Okay. No, this is not good. I'm not digging this. There's elements of goodness in there, but it's without the PB&J.
I think you just need to put more peanut butter on it to make it taste better.
You think that's what I need to do?
Yeah. Put peanut butter on it. Try to like balance it out with that. I think the jelly is what's messing you up a little bit.
I think you're right.
You need more jelly.
Well, I'll do whatever you want. I mean, it's my part of the bet, so I'll put, whatever you think I should on it. Worcestershire sauce or A1 sauce or something.
Right.
At Five Guys, they have that option, don't they?
Right. Yeah, that's right. I'll put a little more jelly on it.
No, you obviously missed the beginning of this trigonosis. Go back like a minute or two.
What's he saying?
He said I'm only wearing the wig.
Oh.
I think Luis needs to just stand up with the stripper music again.
Oh.
Now Luis is going to get requests for feet pictures.
Hey, camp boys make good money, man. So you can shut up. Yes, I'm wearing the full thing.
You have like shorts on too, right, or whatever?
Oh no, they're not shorts. They're like the full, like thing, like the long ones. This is like the Arkham City outfit, I think. Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't shave today.
Oh no. I was like, I thought about it, but I was like, no, you guys are getting everything.
That's awesome. Well, so comic books for kids. Hope this $550 is worth it to you. I think it was.
$550?
$550, yeah. Original goal was $350. Oh. That jam really wrecks it. Yeah, no, I'm not enjoying this.
I guess the one dislike is somebody that's not a fan of me. This hair. I'm glad I'm bald.
Or you're glad you're bald and didn't go the way of wearing a toupee.
Yeah. Oh no, I was never gonna wear a toupee. I always said that if I started going bald, I'd just shave it, and that's what ended up happening.
Yeah, dude, give up the ghost. That's what I did.
Yeah, yeah. After a certain point, it's like there's no coming back from it. And the thing is, I've got like the middle part where it still has hair, but like the sides are so receding on up here that there's just no saving it.
So you got like that little island?
Yeah, yeah. And I'm just like at that point. Yeah, at that point I was like, you know what, fuck that.
So who wants to pony up $200 for Luis to go out to his mailbox like this?
Oh my god.
We could probably get some super chat money for that. So
I think everybody lost no net November because of Luis.
What age did I start losing my hair? My senior year of high school, so around 18.
Dad, you started early.
oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a bummer.
I still, well, it started thinning out a little bit around that age. I still remember the first time that I started realizing it. I was coming into my tech class because I did web design in high school, and somebody's like, "Dude, your hair is like starting to thin out up top," because I used to have hair gel, and I used to kind of like spike my hair up a little bit. And I'm like, "Oh, please." Then I look in the mirror that afternoon, and I was like, "Oh shit," and that's when it started to go downhill. Plus, you know, anxiety, stress, depression, all that stuff kind of didn't help it either.
Dressing up as Harley.
There's a lot of people saying they're going to pony up money. They might have to just super chat that to us to get Luis to go out to his mailbox.
I think it's going to take a lot of money.
It's
or
not
ask his neighbor for a cup of sugar or something like that.
It is not happening.
Yeah, I don't know that Luis has any price on this one.
You guys would have to PayPal me the money directly to my account, and then I'd consider it.
Okay, so what else are we talking about? Or are we just going to sit here for an hour and watch me eat this disgusting burger?
I'm going to see you blend it up in like a milkshake fashion.
The burger?
Burger and peanut butter.
What a tragic waste of a perfectly good burger.
Somebody just gave us 2 pounds.
Huh?
Oh, that's Rob McClay.
$1.99 pounds, I'm guessing that is. Awesome, man. Thank you.
So you're enjoying it, Jess?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not. It's not revolting. I thought it would make me throw up, but it feels like I've ruined a perfectly good burger too.
Oh, that's disappointing.
I'm not getting the really nice sweet and salty hit off it. I'm just getting a sort of kind of middle school, something a middle schooler would have done on a dare or something.
I'm kind of wondering if it's a thing where you need to cook it with it. Like while you're grilling the patty, you flip it once and then you put the peanut butter over it so it sets inside of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not an expert on the PB&J thing, so I don't actually know. I don't ever think I'll eat this again, and I'm going to take a break right now.
I was looking up peanut butter hamburgers to put pictures of it on our Instagram, and I guess there's a thing where people put Reese's cups in there.
Oh. Don't ask me to do that, people. They put Reese's cups in their burger?
Yeah, yeah.
So once again, just want to say thank you to everybody who donated. We surpassed the goal. I think I even told Jess. I told Jess I thought 300 was a bit of a low number.
I started out with 250, and you said that was too low.
Right. And we said, well, let's try 300, see if it'll hit the goal. You guys shot past it, and we ended up. What was the final number again, guys?
550.
550. So, guys, thank you so much for comic books for kids. If you haven't, go check out their Facebook and all that other stuff. They are a wonderful organization. So
they get comic books into the hands of sick kids in hospitals. So exactly. They do important work.
Exactly. And, you know, they're good people over there.
Yeah, Mark is a really good guy. I talked to him earlier this week about the Archie 700 variant that we're going to get. Oh man. This is really more of an effort than I thought it was going to be.
Hey, Luis, people are asking in the chat. You're probably the only person interested in it or have an opinion. But what about the PS1 Classic? Are you going to pick that up?
No, all that stuff. None of those games are worth it. It's not worth it. The Japanese version got way better games than the US version.
Yeah, they got a bunch of like better RPG games. The 20 games they picked for the PS Classic is fucking garbage.
They're horrible. They are really horrible. They could have chosen
three, maybe 4 decent games, and the rest of the titles they picked are like the stuff you find like left over at a swap meet, like in like the trash bins at like a the trash bins at like a video game dealer.
It's like, do we need another version of Final Fantasy VII again? Like, come on. That could have easily been a something else.
Well, at least that game at least embodies the idea of PlayStation 1 Classic.
Yeah.
But not like, what was it, like Mr. Driller, or like they didn't put like any Tomb Raider games in there. Like they put Twisted Metal 1 when it should have probably been like Twisted Metal 2. There was no Tony Hawk game on there.
Yeah.
That would have been perfect if someone threw a Tony Hawk game on there. Even like a Gran Turismo game would have made sense. Yeah, no Silent Hill, like all the stuff that you would think of as like a PS1 classic, not on there at all.
Resident Evil?
They picked the first Resident Evil, like, and the director's cut. Like, it should have been Resident Evil 2.
Yeah. Yeah, like the first Resident Evil, then they did a remake recently, and Resident Evil 2 remake is coming out, I think, January. But still, it would have been cool to have that on there, like the classic Resident Evil game on there. No Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk 2, yeah.
Yeah, no Tony Hawk at all.
What's the one on there? Let me take a look real quick.
The reason that Gabe didn't have to do anything was this bet sprouted out from the Wednesday show that we used to do, just Luis and I. And Gabe and Luis and I started the Sunday show like a couple months ago. So the idea for this has been percolating longer than Gabe's been associated with it, and it didn't seem fair to drag him into our mess.
We've been talking about this for months, and I think my girl had a hand in this too. I think she said something about it.
Yeah. I didn't know we were doing this today. I thought you guys were going to wait for this on like Friday or something like that. I didn't know that was going to be today. I mean, I could go do something crazy and wild and like some crazy food stunt, but whatever.
You live in Vegas, man. You're just like a block away from crazy food.
I mean, I could probably chug like a whole bottle of syrup. Like Super Trooper style. But that wasn't a part of like the fundraiser like push or anything.
I will say that wig does sort of frame your face nicely.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, darling.
It does.
This one class. Hey, Gabe, did you see Bohemian Rhapsody?
No, not yet. My wife is sick.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Like, everybody in my house has been getting sick. Like, at least she didn't throw up all over my car like my kids did.
All right, so here's the list for the PS1 classics. Battle Arena Toshinden. That could have easily been taken out. Cool Borders 2. Destruction Derby. Really? Final Fantasy 7. Okay, I can understand that. Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, I guess. I would have.
Grand Theft Auto 1, right?
Yeah, that's 1. I probably would have gone with 2.
Yeah.
Intelligent Cube. I have no fucking clue what that is. Jumping Flash. Again. Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, that fits.
That should be on there.
Yeah. Mr. Driller.
Sounds like, I don't know what that is.
Sounds like a porno. Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey. That fits. I can see that. Rayman. Resident Evil Director's Cut. Okay, I guess.
It should have been 2.
Yeah.
2 was definitely a PS1 like pillar. It was a pillar.
That should have definitely been 2. Persona Revelations. Persona's big, so I guess, but
like Persona like 2 or 3 instead.
Yeah, but it's not Persona. But it's not like a classic that most people in the U.S. would go, oh shit.
Like, I didn't know about Persona until I think like the PS2.
Yeah. Ridge Racer Type 4.
Oh, nice wig.
Why does everybody?
We have Ryley Moore on the call.
Hey, Ryley.
Jess,
Final bite.
how was your burger, Jess?
Not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but still a big waste of a burger.
Did you have toppings on it?
I did. I had fried onions and pickles on it.
He is struggling with that thing.
I think the problem is that it was a Five Guys burger, that bland, shitty burger that they have.
I think Gabe shut his mouth.
I like Five Guys. Five Guys is good, man.
Hey,
It's just greasy.
the reason all those toppings are free is because the burger is garbage.
It's just their.
It looks like Ryley has a burger. Are you going to be joining me in PB&J Burger?
Yeah, and I'm really happy that so I've got my Jif creamy honey PB. I'm really happy
butter. I don't understand.
that I would assume that it means there's no like added sugar or something. It's just peanuts and oil or whatever. But I only had sugar-free jelly here, and I was like, that shit's gross, and it tastes like doo-doo, like your grandpa's candy or something. So luckily, Whataburger had jelly as a condiment.
Oh, nice.
And so I'm going to load this fucker up with that.
Ryley just doing it in the name of science. He isn't even obligated to do anything.
Now I look like an asshole for not doing it.
I thought it sounded good, so I wanted to join. But mine, and this is why I asked you, Jess, mine doesn't have any additional condiments. I ordered it plain and dry.
Yeah, I understand that.
To me, yeah, plain and dry.
I wanted to get my normal burger and then just doctor it up.
My normal burger is a double meat, double cheese all the way from Whataburger, but I was like, yeah, I don't want to. That doesn't sound good. Like the cheese and the pickles and the mustard.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't good. It was vile. I don't know why this is a thing.
To be honest, I was the first person to do like I came on the show topless before.
That is true.
That's true.
That is very true.
All right.
That was for money.
For next year, Gabe has to be Poison Ivy.
I'm not signing that deal.
So
I
just
Halloween, but I don't like to dress up at all. I don't like dressing up for Halloween.
It just tastes like a PB&J that has a little bit of protein in it, a little added protein.
I got a little added protein for you.
Gross.
I feel like the circulation cutting off of my fingers with these things.
is
the gloves?
Is it the right size? Like, did you get one that actually fits well?
Dude, this is a large, and this shit barely fits me.
Well, is that supposed to be like a woman's large?
Oh yeah, that's a woman's large.
Are you gonna wear that to bed?
Huh?
Are you saving this for a romantic night with your beautiful girlfriend?
Well, no, I'm actually gonna head out after this and go wash my car.
Wearing it?
You're gonna rub your chest on the front of the car.
Oh yeah,
Get all fuzzy.
yeah,
Like a Carl's Jr. ad.
yeah, exactly. You remember the video from Cherry Pie? It'll just be something like that from Warrant.
That's good.
So you're a fan, huh, Ryley?
Jess, you should have just gotten it without all the toppings.
Yeah, but I did. Yeah, that wouldn't have been as gross though. I wanted to make it vile. I wasn't supposed to enjoy it, and I didn't.
Oh, well, this is good.
Well, that's cool.
I think everybody in the chat asking a Hispanic to dress up like Poison Ivy, who's just basically a lawn keeper, is kind of racist.
How is it, Ryley?
It's good. I'm over halfway done.
Damn, you really liked it.
Boy, you're chowing into that.
He's in it, man. Yeah, good job, Ryley.
I got some strawberry and some grapes. So I'm getting the best of both worlds, like Hannah Montana.
Mm.
So what else is up, guys?
We were talking about the shitty games on the PS1 Classic.
Oh,
And Nick Munoz, he said, is pronounced GIF peanut butter.
Oh.
GIF.
Choosy moms choose GIF. I don't think that. Oh yeah, there are some games I really don't give a shit about on there. There are good games on there. It's just not enough of them. Like Metal Gear Solid is on there, and there's I think a Resident Evil and the first GTA is on there. Final Fantasy VII, but they could have done more like AAA games. I don't think is Twisted Metal on there because that could have been on there.
Yep. I was going down the list.
The first one, which is just whatever.
Let's keep going. It was where did I leave off of? Right. The next one was Ridge Racer Type 4. Super Puzzle.
Why does Sony still think people like Ridge Racer? Remember when they did what was it for PS3 and they're like Ridge Racer, and it was just like this. No one cares, and it was just fun.
Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo.
That's fun, but that's not a PS1 like classic kind of game.
Siphon Filter. Okay, yeah, I would have preferred Siphon Filter 2.
But if you're gonna put a Street Fighter game on there, why not put a legit Street Fighter game instead of
Tekken 3. That's good. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six. That could have easily been taken off because that's not that good. Twisted Metal. Yeah, I could see that. Wild Arms.
What is that? That's like an RPG game, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. It's been a long time. So for my money, I'm kind of disappointed I didn't see like Pumbaa because I love Pumbaa.
Legend of Dragoon could have been on there.
Legend of Dragon, that could have easily gone on there. Let's see what else. Soul Reaver, Legacy of Kain, that series could have gone on there.
What about Symphony of the Night? There's no Castlevania Symphony of the Night on there. Like, come on.
Well, they just re-released it, like a remaster for the PS4 the other day.
Right. But for like a PS1 classic, like it's definitely that game.
So,
I love Luis all of a sudden seeing the fingerless glove thing going on. I forgot he was wearing a wig, and then he put his hands up and he's got those gloves on, and it just looked really funny.
Fingerless gloves? Really, I didn't notice that. Like a wino.
Yeah, aren't they? Yeah.
I told you it's cutting off circulation in my fingers. It kind of sucks. I can't wait.
There's no Crash Bandicoot.
Activision owns the rights to that, and Activision probably wanted a pretty penny for that, so I could see why they didn't.
They're charging $100 for this thing. Wasn't Nintendo ones like $50 or something?
I think the first one was 75. I want to say 75, 80, and then the second one was in that ballpark as well. So overall, I think this is hella overpriced. Scalpers are going to have a field day with this, and once the modding community
actually wants it.
Once the modding community gets their hands on this, though, they're going to flash the shit out of this and install whatever they want on it.
Yep.
Or you could just go the Ryley route and get a Raspberry Pi.
Yep.
Or just you could just go buy retro games and just have it that way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go buy Ridge Racer on eBay.
Dude, that's one rabbit hole I've been trying really hard to avoid. I've talked about it before. I would love to buy some classic video games, but I'll get lost in that for sure.
I started it. I started doing that before I moved out to Austin, so that was going to be like probably 6 years ago. And my goal was to buy every like first-party Nintendo game for the systems I had, and I had a lot of the rare ones already, just from growing up, from Super Nintendo and on. But then when I moved out here, I was like, I'm not even playing with any of these games. I literally just have them like as a piece of my collection, I guess. And then I got the Raspberry Pi, and I was like, okay, well, if I ever want to play them, I can just play it on there. So I sold my Super Nintendo, and I sold most of my N64 games, aside from like a handful of the ones I really are sentimental, I guess.
Yeah.
And they re-release so many of these games, not just on things like this, but like, Crash Bandicoot and Spyro have their remakes. They've remade Ocarina of Time like 5 times or some shit. Majora's Mask has been not exactly remade 5 times, but like they re-released it on different consoles and stuff. So you get the opportunity to play it on a different console. So yeah, I jumped out of that rabbit hole, and I'm happy that I did.
Have you guys seen the new Smash game at all? somebody's asking in the chat what your opinion on the new Smash Brothers game is.
The Infinity Wars Smash Bros.
Oh yeah, that was great. I can't wait.
Out.
I'm super excited for it. I can't wait. I think the roster, like every character ever, plus they just keep adding people. It's insane.
Are they
No.
all playable?
Can we talk about this for a second?
Waluigi?
A fucking plant over Waluigi. Really?
Okay, so the Piranha Plant, that's the type of character that I love, like those random off the wall, like, oh, and we're also throwing in such and such character. And you're like, that's funny.
Yeah, it's a total Sakurai character. It's a total Smash Brothers thing.
When they announced that, and then I kind of, like, I was like, that's awesome. This is going to be hilarious to play as. And then I kind of, like, sat down for a second, and I was like, wait. Where's Waluigi?
I honestly think he's fucking with us. I really do. He knows the fans want Waluigi. I don't think they're gonna put him in. I think he's an assist trophy. He's an assist now, I think.
Yeah, they're gonna put fucking Goku in there before they put Waluigi.
I might be out of the loop. I didn't know Waluigi had such a following.
He's got a very strong cult following.
I think a lot of it is like the cult following is made because of the like. It's almost a meme that had created its own cult following. Like it starts as people being like, "Oh, Waluigi should be in Smash," and then he doesn't get into Smash, and then he doesn't get into Smash, and then it just gathers more people who are saying, "At this point, it's funny."
Every single time.
What was Waluigi's first appearance?
Mario Tennis?
181.
What was it? Super Mario Tennis?
I think you're right.
That's pretty random.
I'm gonna wiki that because he was, if I'm not mistaken, he was meant to be like a doubles partner for Wario, and that's why they created him. Yep, Mario Tennis, first game, 2000.
Man, you know your stuff.
Yeah, he was meant to be a doubles partner for Wario because everyone else had their partners pretty much. Like, you know, Mario and Luigi, I think Peach and Daisy, Yoshi and Birdo. Birdo's also not a playable character, yet no one cries about that.
Yeah.
Is the Duck Hunt dog a Smash Brothers character?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the type of character that I'm like, I fucking love this.
That's awesome.
Rob, the peripheral robot from the NES is a playable character.
The Wii Fit trainer.
I might have to get this for my daughter and me.
I feel bad for that Duck Hunt dog because I'm sure I'm not the only person, but every time he stood up to laugh at me, I would just shoot him. Even though I definitely pulled the trigger on that guy a few times.
There was an online Flash version of the game where you could actually shoot the dog.
I don't think I like that.
That's mean.
Yeah.
It was a surprise. I was like, what? There's also, I don't know. There's a game that's kind of Duck Hunt inspired called like Duck Season. And it's a VR game. And I only know about it because I watched a video about it on the Game Theory channel. And it's this, like, it's more realistic looking when you're playing as a kid who's, like, playing it on TV. But you can see, like, the dog dude is a dude in a costume. And he'll, like, go off to the side and, like, smoke in between rounds and stuff. And then it turns into this really weird, like, serial killer thing.
That's really creepy.
Yeah. I recommend checking out at least the Game Theory video on it because it like explains the plot. And I'm like, I don't have a PSVR or a whatever, so I'm never gonna play it. So I didn't really worry about spoilers.
So is everybody going to buy the Smash game and we're all going to have to play each other?
Yes.
Yep.
I'm going to ask my daughter today when she comes over if she wants me to get it. I think we used to play it back on the Nintendo 64 is where we used to play it together.
There's a documentary out there about Smash Brothers and like kind of like the tournament community behind it and stuff. I think it's on YouTube.
My
And it's
daughter's
all
the
about these crazy guys who just video game professionals who just go to like conventions or like contests at the contest to play Smash Brothers. It's really cool. A lot of good insight on the game and everything.
My daughter's the perfect one for me to play with because she's just a button masher like I am. There's no finesse to it whatsoever. We're just like.
My wife and I play. I mean, right now we're not playing because we were playing Spider-Man and now Red Dead. But we were playing Smash Brothers for a little while, got back into it, and what we would do, since we kind of got bored of playing with the same characters over and over, is just put it on random. So we don't know what character we're going to get, either of us, and then put 2 random computers from level 7, 8, or 9, depending on how we're feeling on that day. And it's made it really exciting because you really don't know what's going to happen. And it allows, like, my wife is the type of person who would play as Link no matter what. And now she's finding that she really likes a lot of other characters.
In other good news,
Over 4 hours long.
I have a job interview.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
For what type of job? In that outfit?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In that outfit?
No. I got a job interview tomorrow. I'm super excited for it. Got my fingers crossed. So we'll see what happens. I am getting out of the education field. Finally.
Yeah, I think it's time.
It's been time. It's way been time. So I have my fingers crossed. Mortal Kombat versus Smash Bros. I like Mortal Kombat more.
What have y'all been up to this weekend? I don't think I talked to you guys a lot.
I read, I'm halfway through Guardians of the Galaxy Omnibus. It's due tomorrow.
I'm going to say it's not fun.
I watched your Secret Wars tie-in books video, Jess.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And it sounds like you're pretty much enjoying all of it the same way that I did. Like you said, none of them are inherently bad. Like they're all average to good.
Yeah, that's my feeling so far. I feel like I've read about 20 to 25 of them, and the worst one was just average and wasn't abysmal. And I think a fan of the character or the writer, as you said, would probably be okay with it. I didn't think much of Old Man Logan, and I didn't really like Spider Island, but I'm sure fans of those books or those characters would probably be okay with those books. They just didn't do it for me. But everything else was solid, I thought. Solid to awesome. That MODOK Assassin is one of the funniest books I've ever read. I thought I got a big kick out of that book.
Who's the writer on that one?
Yost? Christopher Yost?
Yeah, it's kind of surprising the like level of quality that went into those tie-ins, because it's not common that you get so many tie-ins and not have most of them be absolutely just, like you said, abysmal.
Right. I've been enjoying all of them.
I need to start that Guardians on. I'm going to sit down with that tonight. I started Deadwood for the first time.
You've done enough to kind of break your mental health already, Luis. I don't think you need to dive into that Guardians book.
It's not that good?
I'll talk about it tomorrow, but I'm having a hard time enjoying it.
Oh, shit. Okay.
On the other hand, I really enjoyed it when I read it, so there's that.
It's a short read. It's pretty small.
That's a tiny omnibus.
15 issues or something, 16 issues, so it's really not that much. And it's Jerry Dugan who, writes pretty quick, easy to read stuff.
Yeah. I'm starting to really like him, just almost everything he writes.
Love this
What's
Deadpool.
next?
I read his first arc on Deadpool, that Dead President.
It gets better.
And I enjoyed that. Maybe that's because of Brian Posehn. I don't know, but this Guardians, like the jokes are just dying. They're just falling very, very flat.
I
I'll
didn't
rant about it on
pay
Monday.
attention. I didn't really pay attention to the jokes. Because I don't really recall many of the jokes. It was more just the return to the characters being like closer to the actual characters and not emulating the movie versions of the characters that Bendis did for like 3 years. And kind of just following. It felt more like a follow-up to the DNA stuff, and that's what Gio said in the chat. Was that
I feel that this is more of them trying to emulate the movies than anything else.
The only thing that felt like they were trying to emulate the movies was Groot in there.
Or what about every other like page is Star-Lord talking about music and playing music and singing songs?
Why you guys should be having this discussion tomorrow?
I was about to say the same thing.
This is just it's a precursor to what people can expect from us tomorrow night.
I was like, let's save it for tomorrow.
Yeah, so I'm gonna spend the rest of the day finishing that, and then I got to read all the Rebirth deluxes that have been stacking up. I have volumes 2 and 3 of everything, and I'm so far behind in those. I'm like way behind. I just started Batman 2, I Am Bane, so I need to. I mean, that's probably already a year old. That story.
I think 3's already out. Yeah.
3 of Batman.
Yeah. It's either out or about to come out.
I think it's about to come out. 3 of Detective came out.
Right. Yeah, and I'm behind on Wonder Woman, on Flash, on Detective. I need to dive into Rebirth.
I'm trying to catch up right now with Mr. Miracle. I'm on issue 4. It's good stuff.
Yeah, that's supposed to be great.
I'm gonna pull a Vision on that and totally wait for the oversized hardcover to come out.
I think it'll read better in chunks, in like a solid piece.
They never did release Omega Men in hardcover, though, did DC? So this is a DC book. It's hard telling if they're going to release it as a hardcover.
I would think they were, because this is, I think, I mean, Omega Man was popular, but I don't think it had like the legs on it like
Right.
Miracle Man is. Because that came out, Omega Man came out kind of really before Tom King was Tom King.
Yeah.
And that book was just getting canceled left and right, but it kept coming back. So
Yeah, that book was on the chopping block for a bit, wasn't it?
Wait, which
Omega Man?
Omega Man? Yeah.
Yeah.
It
They canceled it and then let him. They brought it back to let him finish it up, and he had to just speed up the story to finish it.
Yeah, because a bunch of fans were like, "No, we really enjoy this," you know.
Yeah, I remember that. They were going to end it with 6 issues, and then they extended it to 12 after it was the fans. I remember a lot of people going out there like, "What the fuck, DC?" And thankfully,
that came out during the Marvel, or not the Marvel, sorry, the DCU launch. Is that what it was called? DCU.
it was the last year before Rebirth, which had a lot of really good and different books and different like fun directions for their ongoing titles that were still going. But then they rebirthed it up.
They rebirthed it up.
Or afterbirthed it up. I don't know what you want to say.
Delicious.
But the Rebirth post metal stuff, I mentioned this on the show on Thursday. There's a lot of really interesting things coming out of that. Like a lot of grander concepts that are what I didn't say was on Thursday was that the concepts that they're using, they're forming a bigger tapestry for the DC universe where it's like lightly cohesive between them. So you can enjoy Flash on its own, but if you're enjoying Flash with Justice League, then it makes for possibly a stronger experience, which I really appreciate because I didn't feel that way prior. And that wasn't my main issue with Rebirth and most of the Rebirth books. My main issue with most of the Rebirth books is that they were boring.
Or you're saying like the New 52, like that started up really high and just fell off really quick. The New 52.
Oh my god! Especially like when some of those, because at the beginning it was, for me at least, it was all about the dark books. It was like Animal Man and Swamp Thing and Demon Knights and I, Vampire and Frankenstein. Like those were firing on all cylinders, and I think I was pulling every one of those except for Resurrection Man. I don't remember why, but every one of those except for Resurrection Man. And I was like, man, these are freaking great. And then one by one, they got chopped. And I was like, man, this is...
I'm surprised I, Vampire lasted as long as it did. Not because I don't think it was quality, but it was just such a not mainstream, characters or mainstream writer or anything like that. That lasted a while. OMAC died really quick. I think that lasted less than 8 issues.
I, Vampire was one of those books that should have gotten a longer run. It was really good.
All-Star Western, I'm surprised it lasted so long.
I, Vampire kind of started Andrea Sorrentino's career as an artist, because he I don't think he had done anything prior, but then from there he went on to do Green Arrow, and then now, of course, not now, but then he went to Old Man Logan. I don't remember what book he's on currently, but yeah, he's gotten a lot of work since then. And then Josh Fialkov has kind of fallen off of the big two after he was supposed to take over on Green Lantern Corps, but they wanted him to kill Jon Stewart, and he said no, and he left. And then he hasn't really done a ton of big stuff since then.
What is he doing? I love that guy's work.
He had a series called, he had a book called The Bunker.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I have that book.
Of course you do.
I haven't read it.
Of course you haven't. I'm trying to see like what else he might have done recently that I missed.
That I own and haven't read.
Yeah, precisely. I'm usually pretty good with keeping up with stuff. Yeah, it doesn't, I mean, at least via Wikipedia, I'm too lazy to go further down the internet. The Bunker started in 2014, and he also had a series from Oni called The Life After in 2014, and he hasn't done anything since then. Like I said, according to Wikipedia, I'm too lazy to go further.
I also have The Life After.
Jesus Christ, Jess. You haven't read that one either.
I'm a fan of his.
Oh, I think he writes it on his Twitter. It says writer of TV, so he might have been doing a lot of TV stuff. Was he a writer of the what show? Huh. I don't know if, because there was the top tweet was, I don't know. I'm gonna stop because I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at right now. But yeah, it looks like he writes TV stuff.
Did you guys catch Castlevania yet? Did you finish season 2?
I still haven't watched the first season, TBH.
Dang, you take 30 minutes and you can watch all the episodes. They're really short, but God, it's amazing.
Are they less than 30 minutes?
They're 24 minutes each. And
There's
the first
only,
season,
Like, there are 3?
4 episodes for the first season.
Huh. That
It
is
got
quick.
renewed for a 3rd season too.
Yes, it did.
Ornelas tweeted out.
I watched that spooky show that came out.
Hell House?
Yeah, I watched that one.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Sabrina.
Everybody's talking about that.
I watched the beginning of the first episode of Sabrina, and then I think my wife got bored, and she this is when we were in Hawaii. Basically, we'd go out to the beach, we'd have lunch, we'd go out and do stuff, we'd have dinner, we'd come back, and then like watch TV for the rest of the night every night. And so we finished watching Hill House, and we didn't know what to do after that, catching up with all the recent just regular weekly shows that we watch. And then I was like, oh, we can watch Sabrina. And then I put on the first episode, and I was enjoying it. And then she was just like on her phone, and then she was like, I'm gonna go lay down. I was like, God damn it! So now I have to add, like, I'm probably just gonna watch it on my own, and then if she gets mad, I'm just gonna be like, I mean, I didn't think that you were gonna watch it, but I mean, I've got other things that I should be doing, but I do need something to watch right now because I need to clean the fuck out of my house. She's out until tomorrow, and I told her that the house would be clean, and I've done nothing but make a mess. So I feel really bad. There's just like a pile of my like artwork and a pile of candy and then like over the place. I found I was talking to some of the otaku guys last night. I found a bunch of my artwork from like middle school, and I found One Piece fan art from when I was like 12. Oh. And my Dragon Ball Z fan fiction series.
Did it take 40 episodes before anything happens?
My goal was to fix that issue. No, I'm just kidding. It was, here's my poster type thing for it. It was Dragon Ball, the final alignment, and I had an outline of all of the arcs. That's all of the arcs. Mind you, I was like 11, 12 when this was a thing. Here's the title page. And every single arc is so derivative that it's giving GT a run for its money. It's like more of Frieza's family, more androids, clones and evil versions of like every major character, and then Boo comes back. Other Saiyans, like it's everything is derivative from start to finish. It's hilarious. So yeah, that was a trip finding that.
All right, I gotta get going. It's 1.
Holy smoke. In all this, I forgot to talk about InStockTrades.com.
Yes, you did.
Sorry, InStockTrades.com. InStockTrades.com, where you can get up to 50% off your collected editions. Loyalty discounts add 2% to that. Today's the last day of a book-wide 3% off sale, which does not stack with the 2%. So over $50 in orders gets you free shipping in the United States. Fabulous service, fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com. I got so swept up with Lou's outfit and my burger that I forgot.
It was so good, wasn't it?
Lou's outfit? Yes.
My burger was really good, though. I'm not even joking. Like I would eat that again.
Really? Okay.
Look, okay, so do you guys want to see the coolest superhero that I ever created? Stitchman, the Yarn Avenger. He has the ability to stitch himself back together when he gets torn apart. And he fights with giant yarn needles. Oh no. Stitchman.
I love Stitchman.
I have a bunch of characters, but most of the art is like still in the back of my wife's car. I need to get it. But I pulled that one, and it was like this whole thing, a bunch of different like heroes and characters. And I had this one dude was like a samurai, but he was also from Mexico, so he was a mariachi, and he had a sword in his guitar. So
that sounds cool.
I don't know how that would work though.
So just real quick on back to InStock Trades real fast. I guess they have a DCBS exclusive variant cover for the Witches trade paperback, and it's only $1. It's 99 cents. So if anybody wants to check out the first 6 issues of Witches, IST has it for $1.
That's crazy.
Hell of a good price.
Yeah.
Those are good cart fillers if you're not quite at that $50 point for free shipping.
Just buy 50 of those.
Yeah, and then you get free shipping.
Can you imagine getting 50 of those?
You're like, shit, I just wanted to spend $1, but I want free shipping, so I guess I'll get 49 others.
I spent another $49 to save like $5 shipping.
I think it would be cool. I don't know if they already have a way to search by this route, but like there's an app I know on Amazon that can help you find like cart fillers to help you get free shipping. So I don't know. It'd be cool if they had a way to search for releases by price and just go from like the cheapest thing. So whenever you're wanting to like buy a book that's a $50, 50% off, it's a $50 omnibus, but oh no, you have that 2% extra, so you're saving $2. Maybe you can buy a $2 book and then bump yourself up. Like it'd be cool to organize by price.
All right, I gotta get out of here. So
peace.
Harley, where can they find you on the internet?
Comics Guide 101, Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff.
Where can we find you on the street corners?
That's the better question.
Have a good night, everybody. You son of a bitch. Have a good night.
Okay, thanks, Luis. This was good.
Yeah, man. Thanks for being a champ, man, and being a team player with that.
Have a good night.
The Marvel Universe by Chris Claremont hardcover omnibus is $31.25 on IST right now. 75% off.
Which one is it? What is it?
Marvel Universe by Claremont.
Oh, pass.
That's it has just it's like that John Byrne one. It's just got a bunch of random stuff that he did, but it does have Mechanics 1 through 6, which was that tie-in for Extreme X-Men that the trade paperback is pretty hard to find, and it has Big Hero 6 1 through 5, which I don't believe has been collected anywhere else. So just to kind of throw that out there. And if you're like me and like to collect the old Star Wars Omnis, the Marvel UK Omnibus is 75% off, so you can get that for $25, which does have a decent amount of double dipping with Star Wars Marvel Years Omnibus Volume 3, which is why I never picked it up at first.
Speaking of books and stuff like that, let me ask you guys this: since tomorrow's the review on that Guardians Omnibus, are we going to talk about releases for next week, or are we going to have time for that, or is it going to be just purely like hauls and then?
I think we'll have time to do previews.
Okay.
I will probably only be able to do the review just because since my wife has been gone, she's going to want to spend time. And the other night, Thursday, she was like, "Why did you do the show? We just got back from vacation. And by the way, while you were doing the show, our dog jumped in and ripped up our comforter. So good job. That's your fault somehow."
Oh, jeez. Okay, we'll do the review first.
I was very caught off guard by that comment because I was like, well, if it was the shoe on the other foot, it would be my fault still. So like if you were doing your makeup or something and I was supposed to be watching the dogs and I didn't. Yeah, so.
That's right, Riley. Tell her what's up.
I trust me, I didn't. It wasn't worth it. I just said.
Did you send her a strongly written email or anything like that?
To whom it may regard. Per my last email. No, I told her I don't know how she got in. I shut the door, like I locked it. So before I went off and did my thing, kind of like hinting at the like, you opened the door and that's why she got in there. But I didn't say it. So I was just like, I'm sorry.
You're learning early what it took me years to learn.
I'm almost 5 years in right now, and it's taken me that long. So, yeah, early, but it's still taken. I spent 5 years being like, no, it was your fault. Now I'm just like, it's not worth it.
Right. Totally.
I know guys are probably like, oh my God, dude, how can you just deal with, like, you should say something. I'm like, it's not worth it.
No.
of the day. I'd rather just be like, I'm sorry, honey, and then like be able to go to bed happily and like play Red Dead with her rather than like spend the next 3 hours arguing about whose fault it is that the dog ate the comforter. Ultimately, it's the dog's fault because we haven't made her not. Oh no, then that falls on us because we haven't trained her not to eat stuff. Shit.
Just tell her that you got to take the dog to the pound now.
Well, sorry, babe. We got to get rid of the dog.
Sorry, somebody wasn't watching them, so I think we can't be responsible. Let's take him to the pound.
Okay, well, it's a little after 1 here on the East Coast, so I got to get going too. Ryley, where can they find you? Thanks for being a guest on the show.
You can find me at the local Whataburger putting peanut butter and jelly on my burgers. You can find me right here with too many Tootsie Rolls.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
So
Chocolate wax.
God damn it!
I love Tootsie Pops.
Oh, I like Tootsie Pops too.
And to get to the Tootsie Pops for the cheapest price, I bought the bag that comes with all the Tootsie Rolls. So that's why the Tootsie Rolls are all still here.
Tootsie Rolls is the worst candy ever invented.
I think no.
Yes.
No, black licorice is awful, and Necco wafers are chalk.
I'll take any of that over Tootsie Rolls. Tootsie Rolls is like the industrial waste of a candy factory that makes better candy.
I've got it's like the Vegemite of chocolate. It's the leftover waste. I got a bunch of dots too.
Dots are good.
Yeah,
they stick to my teeth too much though. Like
yeah, they pull out my crowns.
I ate all the fruit flavored Tootsie Rolls, so all I have is the vanilla ones. And I have a lot of different variant of Reese's.
Wait, can we talk about that mariachi dog drawing you have on your wall back there? That thing is pretty cool. That looks like Jess, like on Cinco de Mayo.
Hey, fellow Americans, let's go get a margarita. And then he tries to do like a grito, and he's just like, ah. That's like the yelp that I can't
cry.
Do. Yeah, I'm even gonna try because I can't. I didn't gain that with my Hispanic half.
You and me both, bro. You and me both.
I can roll my R's, but I can't do that.
I can't roll my R's. I can't do the grita. I don't eat tamales for Christmas.
I do that.
Ugh.
I love tamales. Christmas is like my excuse to overindulge.
Gabe Infinity Watch, where can they find you on the interwebs?
Oh, I didn't know where to find me.
You can find me not eating tamales on Christmas. You can find me on Instagram, Gabe Infinity Watch, and here every Sunday and Monday.
And Ryley, where can they find you?
Legitimately, I've made 2 videos recently for my channel.
I was pissed that I didn't get the notification that you went live the other day. I'm signed up for it.
My brother-in-law got the notification. I was embarrassed because I didn't realize that it was him, because his last name is Badger, and I read it as Badgerda or something like that. And I was like, "Who is this?" And he's like, "It's your brother-in-law, your sister's husband." I was like, "Oh, what's up?" He got so he was watching me while I was at work. But yeah, you can find me on my channel, Ryley Mo, RYLEYMO. I just did a couple. No, I did a video, and then I did a live haul. Yeah, I made a video somewhat recently, and then I did a live haul. And one of the nicest comments that I got was, if you are watching or you are going to be watching, Tolga, your comments were some of the nicest that I've gotten in a long time, and it really inspired me to start making more videos. So thank you. Was that he told me that his collecting, both in comics and manga, started from me, and I was like, dude, you've got a banging collection. That's a real huge compliment. So thank you.
That's awesome. To answer Trigonosis' question, yeah, Emily says they're supposed to be getting more of those variants of Deadly Class 2 in stock. I believe I saw somebody say something about that on the page, that she said they're going to be getting more in stock on
I didn't know those things were so popular that they sold out.
What color is it? Is it still just like orange or something?
Yeah, it's kind of a yellowy orange.
That's the same color as the regular cover, though, isn't it?
I actually don't know because I haven't gotten it in.
I was just wondering, like, what it is, like, what's going on with that. I know I saw some things on the group before about like matching colors or coloring differences or something.
Slightly different. I think people expected it to match the previous one because the previous variant was the pink one, but it doesn't. So I'm not sure. I guess maybe the image on the cover is cooler. I just got the normal one.
And you can find me, Omnidog, on Omnidog's Vault on YouTube. I just put out a video on the Secret Wars spin-offs, Battle World, and War Zones. That's going to be a 3-part series because there's so many of them. So on behalf of Ryley, Gabe, Luis, and InStockTrades.com, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for helping the fundraiser go well over $500 for Comic Books for Kids, our favorite charity. Thank you to the chat today. Peace and love. Peace and love.
Bye.